There you go.
It's Madden NFL 24, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Saints and the Packers coming up next.
Historic Lambeau Field. Butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this Packer team as we enter play here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last...
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
This is set up now to be the true beginning of Love's NFL career, because he's finally out from under the shadow of Aaron Rodgers, and Green Bay's giving him this season to prove he can be their starter. 4 years after he was drafted in the first round, we'll find out if Love is the next decade-long starter for the Green Bay Packers.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now you look at the Saints defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall defense in the league.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 19 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Packers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
We'll definitely take that.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Back to throw now on first down. It's going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Caught by Jair Alexander, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
That's to Kraft, the tight end. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh.
And you went that far back. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this out past the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and 6. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion. Struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. The Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most
we got to get there, Steve.
PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down, Love to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Love from the gun. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Oh, come on.
But dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Oh.
Force it in, and it's intercepted.
Good shit. Alontae Taylor.
Are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your set.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it. 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready. At their own 20-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. These 2 teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down.
Oh, good shit.
To perfection. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, my goodness.
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be alone with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure.
Oh, come on. Oh, let's go. Hell of a run.
End zone for the Saints touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Let's get you on the newspaper clip. Let's get you on the newspaper clip.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side.
Oh, my goodness. If I'm going to be out there, I got to fucking make the play.
And finally marked down at the 23. 56 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball.
Let's go, Isaiah Simmons.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Oh, Justin Simmons, my bad. Let's go, defense.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point.
Just wherever you put it at later.
And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive.
You had it last night. I ain't did nothing with it. You was over here hopping with Russell by nigga.
Right about that, but now backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second down and 6 now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Ah, get that fuck out of here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it.
Oh!
Defense with that incompletion.
Should have hit the outside, man. Should have hit the outside, man.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here.
What in? My kicker got to be a fun.
Sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross?
Really? So you just punt that way? Headley.
Say on this side of midfield.
Is that your name? Headley. Oh yeah. You cut this week.
Getting ready to go as they take the field.
Soon as this game move with you out of here, home. Ain't no motherfucking way.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Go ahead, then, Alonda Taylor. Have a day.
And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your
So
calls
Olave,
are
please
setting
do
things
the
up for
smart
maybe later
thing.
in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Can't find a receiver, and he's blocked down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Gary was proven his 2021 was no fluke. Had 6 sacks in 9 games before a torn ACL ended his 2022 early. Looks like he's back in full form with plays like that.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. The first throw for the backup Peterman.
Oh, go in, Nate.
Down the sideline.
Go in, Nate. Oh, I wanted to hit triangle. I'm glad I hit run after the catch.
77 yards. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
If I would have hit
It
triangle,
was just 4 verticals.
it would have been over with.
Play, and it resulted in a big play.
And you know why that's so difficult to cover? Because you can throw the ball to any one of those 4 vertical receivers at any point in the pattern. Wherever they're open, just get them the ball and then let them run after it.
And he runs it all the way in for a touchdown. Group being able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys
I'll take that.
They're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away.
Because I sure bailed out.
Fielded just inside the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will commence.
Come on.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Olave, I'm about to try you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got it inside the 10.
So that's what okay. Okay, so that's how I got to throw the deep ball.
Right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outside.
Okay, bet.
Here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open.
Oh, come on.
And they continue to take advantage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense set to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of in this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. To the air again, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done.
Give me the shoot mode.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I knew I should have took the play action out.
Score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit.
All right,
in the
defense.
4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles.
Why are you bailing out so deep, Lattimore?
Into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will.
You don't got to do that. You got a safety over the top.
Mentioned in the NFL, And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Oh, that was mine. I didn't know they gave me the safety.
This one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Wow.
Second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I sure appreciate that.
They continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, that defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Love. And now another one thrown incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers.
Which one this one is?
Complete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
This play like you got a like a pine tree.
And that was a big talk, both in his team and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. That's another mistake there on the drop.
Yeah, I played some football today, defense.
We've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Game of 30 big ones.
The game seemingly in hand. They're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
He'll buy some time right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
There you go.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's what we're working on our middle game at in the offline.
They'll run with Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
On play action. Love to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Again, it's Love.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing. Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Come on, defense. Don't give it up now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they...
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it's still for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section.
Yeah, I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done upped a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they work is numbing me to forever. She won't rush me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling but off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you to and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper, now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel never feel different. Established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk then I fact. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. He turned this from his section. Island daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. There you go. I'm with the cash like Diego. God. All these dumps on go, just like Diego.
Great win, fellas. Great film. Wait, motherfucking win, fellas. Defense, you played your fucking ass off.
Don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, she said I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me. Better talk nice. Riding up with the fettuccine, they both dead, can't talk twice. Now they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in jacket off. What? Rich, so I'm off like. God. Yeah, these dumb go, just like Diego. God. All these shoes go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a damn piece with me, she gon' go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning. Yo, she come around but can't stick around, that's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little, I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a fuck, I close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything, you don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley, I'm trying to drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently, now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down, trying to show the world how it sound. I'm around and make the wrong turn, we don't even want to turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm
Oh
rich. Don't
shit.
see me knocking nobody, I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on it, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning.
Down. Set, huh? Got it. Set, go. Here we go. Set. Ready? Ready up. Ready? Go.
Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay. I don't cash my new checks. This old change, you know. Another man made my phone ring. Hello. Said he capping but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone. Hello. Bling bling blow. Mad. I'm like, wow. What I do now? Don't you get me? Okay. I might pull a ticket out of my account. Okay. Just to show you how to count. Okay. Newest. Don't compare me to these. They don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. Inside the club, I got no worries today. I get paid to party on a permanent base. That's true. Only time we link is meet and greet.
Here we go. Here we go.
Cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands and millions.
Set.
And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. Unless it costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Foot on business because I'm standing on business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down but they couldn't stop it. I got platinum plaques like I got cars in my wallet. I got millions. Got the fucking.
Let's go. Set.
Oh God. Oh God.
Let's go now.
Terrible. All right, fellas, let's go.
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm like...
So I can't do the all black. Okay. Perfect.
Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. I feel like she more of a CEO, or maybe...
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Buccaneers and the Saints, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now. So
Well, it's a trap game, fellas.
they have the makings of a good team.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The numbers for White a week ago: 17 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Oh, God.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Opting to run again here with White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And you look at the Saints defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He sets to fire deep.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right
Way to
away.
be there,
Was that like a
Justin.
9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go. Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way down.
Fullback, you got to get through that.
Keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box.
Oh.
Other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
22 yards there, a first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
Right back to him for 10 more and a first. The Saints at 3-0 here in the month of September. Now, they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited. Not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They got his man complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while.
Oh, great defense.
Lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The intended target was...
That's newspaper clip worthy, let them on.
You look at the Saints defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go.
Let's go.
Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6.
We aiming for the #1 defense.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mayfield.
Oh, my goodness.
This throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early.
They try to leave that man alone.
And force the incompletion.
They might find me.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to
He's not going over there.
line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man left side, Shaheed has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
Come on, fullback. Go be great.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Olave motioning to the left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
This fielded right at the goal line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time.
There he goes, right side. Beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. They go with White on the counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the third drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I knew was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Where the whole ass out is.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The pass caught by Olave. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Nice play by Vea, one of the biggest names and biggest players in the NFL, and someone who took big strides as a pass rusher last season. A nice campaign with 6.5 sacks and plays the run oh so well.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Hey, go Fury. Hut.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he... Secondary guys have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Chris Olave. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Let's go. Go set.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. On play action, they'll throw out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And so many times we look at the drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go now.
They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Come on, 38. Slide through.
He'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll look to throw here. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Vita Vea picks up his second sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now back to throw. Touchdown! Chris Olave with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And his guys will take it.
Great job. Yes, yes, I got. Yep, let me finish up this game.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield running left on the option. Now Mayfield lost the football, and he'll be taken down not before he gets into enemy territory.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A second down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 4th down, Mayfield. That is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a moment to catch our collective breath. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Here's White.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Again, this is White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Or cleaning their kitchen.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
You got it on your phone?
Things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Pick up on it as soon as this game over.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
I can't believe I ain't seen this big shit book at all today. You say she should have just won. I said I can't believe I ain't seen Bronx shit at all today, even though you say she should have just won.
Huh? Be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You going to use the bathroom? Okay.
Off the play fake. He'll
I hear you, Mom. Come on.
Incomplete. They cannot.
Come on. She still ain't shit. She peed. No, she just peed and ran around and checked rabbit holes.
Decision to go for it backfires, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field possession to boot.
Huh?
First down, here's White. A little juke, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, let's go defense.
The Saints, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach. All game long, all practice long, every meeting, get the football. That's what they want.
Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Another run here with Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
Clean it out.
The lead this late in the game,
This was the bottom?
stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but
There's
stay in bounds.
probably the residue from it running.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards,
Yeah, you can
good for a
do that.
first down.
Or
And carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process. To move and get downfield, but what I didn't like was the final decision to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Strike. Check strike. Jet.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 18-yard line. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Hey, check Mega.
Davis Price will try to pick it up.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Davis Price on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone.
Shit in the morning, we're going to take her ass to the little pet smart thing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is indeed good. And that will add 3 more to the lead. And pushes it up to 6.
Walk
So
all
they
that
get
down.
the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So Mayfield and the Bucs down 23-17. Just under 2 minutes to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Mayfield to throw. That's complete to Otten. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Mayfield. And he's going to get out of
haven't done it all day.
the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They
like
get
you.
the 1st and save a timeout.
That's how you play call poo-poo.
Here's Baker. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Oh, good defense.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary is a unit. They've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now 3rd down throw.
Okay.
Misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back some of every play of this contest.
You need to walk it out.
What's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he
Oh!
needs to in order to keep this one alive.
No, you didn't.
Go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They
Oh,
had to
he's
go
incomplete.
for it with such little
No,
time
both of you?
remaining.
Oh, yeah, let's get out of here.
That the Saints are going to win this football game.
Oh, yeah. Way to stand up, defense. Ooh. Oh, yeah, snap it.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Yellow, line. Ready?
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1970.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision, you sacrilegious. I feel my rappers, you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so you can say,
Alright, that'll do it.
you might as well